Dating and all for me, not really, unless I really know the person really well and he's accepted me being weird and my weirdness, and I can continue being like I am and I don't have to mask it and be someone else.
I saw the trailer, very interesting one. I mean, I can make out a bit of it. You play a double role, yeah?
It is a double role, but it's a different kind of double role. It's not the usual that you usually have a double role where there are twins. Here it's different. Both are me. One is my body and the other is my soul. So all the boys on the dates can see the body because she's well dressed, and the soul, none of them can see the soul.
It's interesting, actually. It's also the portrait of like modern day courtship, right? Where
Yes.
people are trying to find love or whatever. So, do you think this series will reflect that?
Yeah, the people will really identify with. I think all the girls who've gone on blind dates or met annoying boys will really identify with it. I think it's a film that all people can see of all ages, and they'll really enjoy it.
Have you been on something? Have you ever been on a dating site, which I'm told is very frustrating because I have many single friends who tell me it's like a landmine of problems. The kind of pervert slash.
I can
loser
only
people.
imagine. I mean, the problems that you have when you already know the person are also. So if you don't know the person, I guess. No, I haven't been on a dating site. I don't really have the guts. I don't know what it takes to be. But I have friends too. And like my friends share screenshots of things with me and we like laugh at. It takes a lot of guts to put yourself out there also, I feel. I don't have that. I get anxiety just thinking about being on a blind date with someone I don't like, sitting across the table with someone I don't know.
Do you think this movie also kind of reflects what's happening among youngsters or perhaps 20, 30 somethings, especially those in cities trying to find the perfect mate?
Yeah, totally. I think all the girls, like I said, in an arranged marriage setup also would have to meet boys. It would be like this.
The world itself is fascinated by Indian arranged marriages and the way it functions. Do you think this is the topic that people are extremely fascinated about? Is that what drew you to the movie as well?
Yeah, I think the West is very intrigued by the concept of matchmaking. I honestly am not averse to it if it's done. I mean, what is a dating app if not Indian matchmaking? The West, they've been on dating apps, right? It's exactly the same. It's just that here you have a human person who will get two people to meet, while as on an app there's a computer program who would get two people to meet. It's the same concept. In this film, it's this girl who goes because her mother is insisting that she meets boys and to get married to.
Do you consider arranged marriage generally a bit archaic though in this day and age when everybody puts their life on social media? I don't know why you end up marrying strangers. Do you subscribe to that theory, or you think there is romance in marrying strangers?
When you're meeting someone on a dating app, you're meeting a stranger only. Only then you don't know, he could turn out to be a serial killer, and maybe if your mother tells you to meet him, she's done her background check on it. He might not be a serial killer. Also, he could be a closet serial killer. I don't know. So
You're such a pessimist when it comes to dating, by the way. In case you don't know, he could be one or he could be a closet
I'm
one.
just giving you options. He could be the love of your life also, but you could be open. He could be a serial killer also. I'm just being a realist. It's not about being a pessimist.
Yeah, it's actually a bit pragmatic.
Dating and all for me, not really, unless I really know the person really well and he's accepted me being weird and my weirdness, and I can continue being like I am and I don't have to mask it and be someone else.
Ada, tell me, are you happy with where your career is heading now? Because you're getting movies, that kind of puts the spotlight on you, because this is an author-backed role, right?
Yeah.
It shines a spotlight on you. It's about your young woman's journey kind of thing.
I've been brought up in a way where I've been taught to be happy generally. So I don't keep my happiness dependent on career heading or love life or external factors, because I feel like then you'd never be happy, because then I'd be like, okay, Soulsathi is released now and it's a hit now, and when is my next? Then I'll be happy, and then when I sign 3 more, I'll be happy then. So I'm generally a happy person. I keep that as a separate thing. As far as my career is concerned, I love doing roles like these. I feel like till last year, I felt like only 2% of my potential was exploited in movies. I have so much more I can showcase. I haven't gotten the opportunity to, but in the last year, from when Commando 3 was out and I had my debut web series, The Holiday, that was another one where I got a lot of, I figured that people really watch good content, and people like to watch fun stuff also, not just a serious think so. I thought that space would be a really nice space to tap into. That's why Soulsathi is there. I think it's really nice, and I feel like if it's a short film or a long film, whatever the medium, if it's interesting, I want to definitely do it. And yes, I'm being offered author back roles. It feels great.
You have managed to keep the faith alive, is it? I mean, you don't handle rejections very personally. Because I ask everybody this because of the surround noise that's going on. How do you keep the faith alive, and how do you just allow this industry? How do you survive in this industry, which seems brutal?
Rejection really hurts, yeah. But for me, I think I've gotten so much of it now. I've got so many auditions and got rejected for things that are opposite. Like sometimes I get rejected because I've gotten rejected for like the weirdest, the most inane things ever, and later got selected for a role or something for that thing that I had gotten rejected for. So sometimes there's no reason to it if you just tell yourself that.
How do you perceive the surround noise that's happening in Bollywood, which is looked at as a place of orgies and drug addled, etc.? You know, there are a lot of surround noise over celebrity deaths, etc. How do you, as an actress and as a woman, perceive all of this?
The world is a place like that, firstly. The world has good and bad. Like, it has nothing to do pertaining to a particular industry. I think the world has good people and bad people. I believe that the world can't have only one certain type of people, and even the industry can't have only one certain type of person, you know. There is all sides, and I've met all kinds of people in the industry and in life also. So I think people should be open to the fact that there are all kinds of people in the world, good and bad.
But do you feel like you belong? I mean, irrespective of whether you have powerful uncles, aunts, or whatever, you know, do you feel a sense of belonging in this industry and accept it?
No, to be honest, I've never felt. I'm not from the industry, and I'm not, as you know, I'm not a very good person who's socialized. So I can't blame it on the industry. That's not a skill I possess.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trained in dance and acting and playing the piano. So those are skills I possess, but I've never been taught how to interact with people or how to socialize at a party or how to, I've not been taught that, and maybe some people learn it on the job, and I've not picked that up. That's not a skill I possess. So I've never really felt belonging. No, I've never really felt that ever, to be very honest.
OTTs are quite exciting, right? I mean, the reviews are brutal though. Sometimes I feel they're so quick to judge. How do you take it? How do you look at OTT platforms?
Shooting the movie, doing the movie, and the after effects are all the easy part. For an outsider, I think to get your break is the tough part. After that, for me, everything's the dream. This is my dream, right? I'm getting to live my dream. This is what I wanted. I wanted to do movies. I wanted people to watch it. Part of my dream wasn't people saying nice things is not part of it. People watching it. Now, hopefully I'm good enough so that they really like it.